Hey, this is Avish Parashar from SpeakingExpert.com. You know, sometimes as a speaker, you may struggle to come up with a point to your story. You know, you have this great story, something really funny or interesting or crazy happened to you, and you're like, I don't know how to use this. Well, here's a tip to help you figure out how to identify the point of your story. It starts by identifying the pivotal moment. A story, no matter how long it is really about one moment. It's about the climax. You know, not to give spoilers away for movies that came out in the 70s, but in Jaws, the whole point of that movie is whether or not Chief Brody is going to kill the shark, whether he's going to stop it. Everything is just a build-up to that. In Star Wars, it's Luke Skywalker. Is he going to stop the Empire? Is he going to destroy the Death Star? Everything before that movie is just build up to that. There's one pivotal moment. That pivotal moment often involves a decision, a choice, or an action. In your stories, identify what that pivotal moment is. For example, I have a story where my pivotal moment is making the decision to say yes and instead of yes but. And what a positive impact in that one moment that decision had on my life. I have another story about how I screwed it up, and I talk about how in one moment I made the decision to try to go backwards in my life and get back together with someone from my past. And how fortunately that didn't work out, but if it had, my life would have been much worse. So figure out what that pivotal moment is in your story. Now that pivotal moment is where your lesson will most likely come from. It has to, otherwise the story doesn't make the point you want it to. So identify the pivotal moment and then say, okay, what did I learn in that moment? Or what could I learn from that one moment? Right? You could also say, you know, what would be the alternate course? If I had made a different choice or taken a different action or made a different decision, what would have been the alternate course? And then that can either give you the positive or negative. Like I have two stories, one positive, one negative. The alternate course would have gone the other direction. But then that can help crystallize, here's the lesson. So play around with that. Understand that pivotal moment will do two things for you. One, it'll help you figure out the point of your story, like we're talking about. It'll also help you make your stories stronger. Because sometimes people don't have those pivotal moments. They think they're telling a story, but there's no moment, and then all of a sudden the story just kind of drifts off, and you're like, well, what the heck was that all about? So that makes it stronger. And then make sure you wrap up your story pretty soon after your pivotal moment. This is why some stories feel very long. Right? You have that key moment, the story should end soon after. So go back through all your material, go back through some of those stories you've got sitting there that you're not using because you don't know how. Start identifying those pivotal moments and see if you can find some lessons and some way of using those great stories. So hope that helped. Once again, this was Avish Parashar from SpeakingExpert.com. For more tips, articles, video posts, as well as a free PDF on how you can get paid speaking work in the next 90 days, be sure to visit SpeakingExpert.com.